Hi guys, welcome back to the Well-Armed Baptist. This is Brother Sean, and today I want to talk with you about my new carry-in. I was carrying a Glock 17 Gen 3, and I just picked up this Beretta APX, and I really like it. It is a 9mm striker-fired pistol. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's basically a Glock copy. So one of the cool features about this gun is that you can easily change out the polymer grips because it has a modular, make sure it's not loaded, it has a modular grip frame. So you can go ahead and pull this off, and you can take this module out and then replace the frame with a different color, and that's what I've done here. Originally it came with a black one, and I went ahead and I swapped it out for this flat dark earth one. I paid $30 for this. They really vary in price. If you buy them from Beretta, they're about $50, but it's just a plastic shell. It's not the actual firearm. The serialized part of the firearm is actually the grip frame, and they cut a little slot in here so you can actually see the serial number through it. So it's a really cool gun. It's got a great trigger pull. It's got a flat trigger on it. It's very accurate, very good gun, and they're pretty inexpensive. You can get them for around $450, and they make 3 models. They make a full size, that's what this is. It has a 17 round magazine, and then they make a compact and a subcompact. And what I like about this is that you can actually drop this system into another frame. But what I found out was that if I drop it into a subcompact or a compact frame, then and I try and put the slide on, well, the slide is too long and it'll actually extend over the dust cover, so it's actually not going to cover the whole thing. So I have another grip frame. As a matter of fact, I'll pull that over here. Another grip frame. So this one is an OD green grip frame, and it comes in this packaging right here, and you've got couple extra grips, and you've got your grip frame, and there's a plastic insert in the grip frame. You just go ahead and pull it out, pops right out, and it actually comes with a magazine release, so you don't have to take that off the other one. And as you can see, it's just a shell, and you can just drop that entire fire control group in there. I'm not going to do a video on that. You can find that online, but what I am going to do is I am very interested in modifying this so it will be more of a subcompact size. So I found a really good price for Beretta magazines. They're about 20 bucks a piece, and I ended up getting one of the 13 round magazines as well. So as you can see, so like this is a full-size 17-round magazine, and I can put that in and it locks and it fits real nice. But if I try and put the 13-round magazine in, it doesn't work. Doesn't lock in because it's not long enough. And if you'll compare these two magazines, you'll see that it's almost an inch bigger than the other one. So to compensate for that, I need to remove some material from the frame. Now, this frame, which actually has the drop-in piece in it, I'm going to go ahead and keep this one intact because I do like that full-size frame, but for like summer carry and stuff like that, I kind of want a smaller frame so it has a smaller footprint sticking out, because I do carry inside the waistband. But the slide doesn't really matter to me. That's going to go down my pants. So I'm not aware if Beretta is actually going to make one the shorter length on the grip. It'll take the smaller magazine but still have the full-size dust cover so it does not, so the slide doesn't stick out. But I thought I'd go ahead and make one. Like I said, you know, these things are like 30 bucks. Got the magazine real cheap, $20. You know, it's 50 bucks on Beretta's website just for this plastic right here. So I figure, hey, if I cut it and ruin it, whatever, I'll toss it. You know, it's not the actual firearm, and I just want to try it out and see if I can make it so that this 13-round magazine will fit and actually look nice. So let's go back to the other frame. So the green frame right here. So what's interesting is that this piece right here is removable. And to remove that, there's actually a steel rod that goes up through it. And there's a little bit of it that sticks out right here. And to get it out, because it actually comes out the bottom, you can see this piece right here goes all the way through. So to get it out, you're gonna go in there, and you can see it. You're gonna push it over and then down, because it kind of hooks. So over and down. There. Just had it out earlier, and of course it doesn't want to cooperate. All right. So as you can see right here, this metal piece starts to come out. You pull that out. That goes all the way through, and that holds it on. And then this little piece just comes off. This is a small one, and then there's a medium and a large. So what I have right here is I have a grip frame that I have to modify to fit this magazine. So basically what I have to do is I have to cut it up here all the way around, and then I've got to put this on, and I'm probably gonna have to I definitely have to cut this, but I'm probably gonna go ahead and epoxy this on instead of putting that rod through it. Now that rod doesn't do anything else. It is lanyard loop too, so it's kind of a double duty for that, but I'm not gonna use it for that. So I'll put this on, and just, you know, after I contour it and cut it with the same shape, I'm going to go ahead and epoxy it on there. But first, I've got to cut it. Okay, so before I cut it though, I got to measure it. So what I did is I went ahead and I measured the magazines back to back. I actually removed the base plates, and I measured them with base plates on. I measured them with them off, and I'm pretty much getting the same size no matter what. So with the base plate on, the size that I'm getting is 4.7 inches, and then the size for the smaller magazine is 3.89, which is a difference of 0.81 inches. And so basically what I'm going to do is, this is a pretty crude drawing of the grip, but I think you'll get the idea, is basically set my calipers at 81, 810 thousandths, and basically move along the bottom all the way around and mark it with a marker, and then just follow that path. Now what I do want to do is I want to keep the same angle as the magazine. So as I'm doing this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and make sure, to the best of my ability, that I keep the same angle as the magazine, so it's uniform. And of course I'm going to do it moving that. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that real fast, and then I'm going to be... Alright guys, so I went ahead and I marked it off, used my calipers, kind of went around, and, you know, first I kind of scraped the plastic, and then I went over it with Sharpie. Looks pretty good. All right, I'm going to go out to the shop, and I'm going to cut it, and I'm kind of using a variety of cutting implements. You know, I've got a saw, I've got a little Dremel, I've got files, I got a bunch of stuff. So whatever works the best on this plastic, like I said, it's real rigid, and I'll tell you what works the best when I get back in. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. All right, guys, I am back and went ahead and successfully took off that material, and I took off a little less than I needed, and I just kept going until magazine locks in, so that's good. Comes out real easy. I did bevel around here. I mostly used, oddly enough, I used Leatherman. There's a tool on here that is meant for, this is the other tool I used. It's the sawtooth. It worked really well for doing all the initial cutting. And then I used a Dremel that I have down there with like a cutoff disc. Just kind of followed the lines, and that I did kind of notice right before I got to them that I had drawn the line on the back. I was just a little off. I didn't leave any material back here, but I ended up leaving material back here. And so now what I have to do, now the nice thing is this front part looks pretty good. It's pretty uniform. I kind of finished it off with a file. I'll go over it with an X-Acto knife and clean off any of the fuzz. The magazine locks real good. It's nice and tight, although it does fall free. So as long as it locks in, it should work. And as you can see right there, the grip is much smaller. I can barely get my pinky on there when I do that. So now what I have to do is put the back strap on. Now this is a small back strap, and obviously it's not going to go in with the back strap on there, but what I have to do is I have to go ahead and cut this. And this material is much more rubbery. It's not that hard plastic. The really nice thing is that kind of what's back here, kind of this really rough area, is going to be hidden by this piece if I cut it right. And this comes with 3 back straps. I'm kind of starting with the smaller one, but I can use the medium one if I have to. And then I've got some other colors, so if I do mess it up, I'm not too worried about that. So far, so good. It's a success. So, see you in a minute. Alright guys, so it was a success. So went ahead and cut this little cutout out the size I wanted it. It looks pretty good. You know, there's some areas where it didn't quite overlap very well, and on the back it looks kind of funky, but I think once I get this stuck in place and epoxied, and then maybe I can come back here and smooth this out a little bit. Maybe I might end up putting some grip tape on it to kind of cover it. So I'm pretty happy with it. The magazine fits real good. I'm gonna go ahead and put the guts in it and see if it ejects with authority. It should. So I mean, it's already, you push down on it, you press the button. So I decided really not to change it much. I don't even think I'm really gonna put grip tape on it, and I don't have to epoxy it. See, because what I did is this little metal piece that goes through and holds this back plate on, I just clipped about 1 inch off of it, and it goes in and it fits just fine, and this back piece is not coming off. And it's not perfect, but it looks kind of funky. But again, this is a concealed carry piece, so I don't really care. And then of course I can always put it back to a normal full size. So has a 13 round magazine. Of course I just showed you that there isn't one in the chamber. So it looks a little funky. It ejects the magazine very fast, very positive. Feels really good in the hand. It's you know, just shy of that last finger until I put the magazine in. And yeah, it's a little tight, ejects real good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this bad boy on and try it out. So yeah, there you go. That's I'm liking that. And I don't really care if it looks kind of cruddy on the bottom. I think it looks okay, and it's definitely very usable. And again, like I said, you know, I can always go right back to this. Just slap this right on. It only takes me about 2 or 3 minutes. And then I got a full size, but this one, nice, ultra compact, and I can carry that real easy. So yeah, I'm not gonna modify it at all. I think I'll just leave it the way it is. So if you have any comments, go ahead and throw those down in the comment section below. If you like this video, you know, subscribe, like, thumbs up, whatever, you know what I mean. And if you want to see more content like that, go ahead and leave me some comments. I am going to do a full review on the Beretta APX. I really like this gun. I think I am going to get a plunger spring that modifies the trigger just a little bit, that makes it so it has a shorter wall, because the wall on this thing is actually very long. And although it has a really nice trigger, it's definitely out of the box, it's better than any striker fired gun I've ever shot. But it can be improved just a teeny weeny bit. So, alright guys, God bless, and hope you have a really great day. I'm liking that. Right, bye.
Threat, threat!
Put it down! Put it down!
Engage! Switch!